Okay, moth-berg time once again, chipping away at our insect moth-berg. We've got several Tupperware containers full of papered insects that are awaiting the spreading board. And guys, this is a Tupperware container that we have of moths that we collected in the Florida Keys a couple months ago. I just haven't gotten around to mounting them. And this is an entomologist's plague, chipping away at moth-berg, so that you don't have insects just sitting in your freezer. Instead, you have them where they need to be. So guys, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through, so these are some small bugs. We've got some cool little moths. These are micros, pyralids, geometrids, little guys, little noctuids. I've got an envelope full of those. And we've got, let's see what else we got in here. A couple of these guys. All right, guys, let's put these in the rehydration chamber and we'll get to work. Okay, let's see what we got here. We're gonna empty these guys out. All right, guys, one thing you can see is this notodonid, the big females with the eggs, they can start to, they have a lot of oils, and the oils can actually stick to the envelope, which stinks. But we were able to slide that thing off, and we might have to degrease that abdomen. But this is a gonodonid species, big female, full of eggs, and we're gonna put her there. I said gonodonid. I meant notodonid. Notodonid. This is gonodonid Biden right here, guys. This is a rare noctuid. This gonodonid has nothing in relation to this notodontid. And so we're gonna mount, but we will mount both of them happily. And then finally, we've got a couple of these little Masala noctuids. I think they're Masala abertans. We're gonna mount a couple of those. We'll get those in there. That's a beautiful little noctuid moth. This envelope here is like a hodgepodge of different little tiny guys. And this guy right here, I don't know. We're putting them in. We have a little arctiid. We've got another Masala species. And then we've got a couple little guys. This one here, I don't remember what this is. So when we mount it out, these little guys, that's why it's so important to curate collections, because I don't remember. In 20 years, I'm sure I've seen this before, but I just don't remember what it is. So we're gonna put these guys in here, we're gonna cover them up, and we will come back tomorrow in about 24 hours, and we're gonna mount these together and have some fun. All right, guys, it's been 24 hours and it's time to tackle some more moths from moth-berg. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna do two at a time now. We're gonna do this gonodonna, and we're gonna do this, oh, I said this is gonodonna. This is gonodonna, and this is notodonid. Jeez. And we're gonna mount both of them. This gonodonna Biden is actually a very, very rare moth. I've only seen a handful in all my time in the Florida Keys. This is Heterocampa zyaci female, which is not, it's very common, but only found in the Florida Keys. Sometimes the abdomen's actually grease because of how much oils are in their abdomen because of all the eggs. And sometimes you need to degrease them. So we'll worry about that later though. All right, well, I've got a few really neat little tropical pyralids that we're gonna take off the board here. And I haven't made labels for everything, so I've got to get on that, and I got to make sure I keep this group together so I don't forget where I caught them. And you know, I know what these all are. They're not mysterious to me. I just got to make sure I remember when we caught them. So I got to make sure I keep them together with this June 26, 2022 Key Largo Crocodile Lake National Wildlife Refuge label. You know, this is for another moth. In fact, it's for this moth right here, and it belongs to a Macala genus, but it doesn't look like the Tyricia or the Macala that is common in the Keys. It's got a lot more of this clear patch up here that extends all the way to the outer forewings, and you can see it right here. You can see this like there's no scales on the wings. They come all the way out to the outer forewings. One cool thing about this moth, they have the biggest palpi of any moth I've ever seen. So the palpi are the appendages up by the head where the proboscis rests in between. And they've got this genus have massive palpi that go way back. I don't know if you can see it, but it goes way back behind the head, back behind the pin, a big thick palpi. Pretty cool. And this guy I'm calling Macala phaeobasalis. However, I am doubtful on how accurate that identification is. What a pretty moth. So we are going to try and see if we can get a more accurate identification on this for you. And that's what taxonomy is all about, guys, because there are several species that look very similar, and it's very challenging. All right, now that we have our specimens labeled, we're gonna go ahead and move them over to our pinning box. We're gonna go move them right over here. And I gotta make a label for him, I forgot. But we will do it soon. Same date as him. And guys, if you're ever in a situation where you can't repeat a label, but you have moths that are in the same family, or you caught them in the same date, you can put them together, and you have one like up here that has the right date label on it, and then this one needs the same label, so you basically know which label to put on it. This is interesting. This guy down here has a much bigger yellow spot than this one up here. That's actually kind of interesting. I wonder if that's the same species. Anyway, I will investigate that because I'm very interested in it. Comment down below, guys, if you see a difference in the yellow spots on the hind wing of these two gonadonid species. We'll get back with you soon when we find out more. Guys, hope you liked the video. Don't forget to subscribe, and got plenty more action where this comes from. We're going to show you the butterflies and moths of South Florida and the Florida Keys. Take care, guys. Let's get out there.